Hello there everyone, Ash and Flash here. I have been getting messages all over the place asking me, where's your Dimensions Part 2 video? And well, here it is. And this has been it's been hard to do because I have been busy with other things, but I am getting it out finally. If you're coming here and you're like, well, I saw just 2Good's video, why do I need to see the art? There's some characters here that actually weren't in his video, as well as if you didn't see my other video, which is linked at the end of the video and down below, there is actually the toy tag designs included here. So if that interests you, stick around and give the video a watch. It's probably going to be a really long one, because there's a lot of figures to go over. Very close to 40, if not more, by the time I'm done completely editing this video. Also, stick around to the end because I've got some ideas floating around for some more Dimensions themed videos and other ideas for projects. So stick around to the end for that. I'm going to break things up into fun packs, team packs, level packs, and story packs. You'll notice that with all the year 3 toy tags, in my head, there's been 3 main colors for LEGO Dimensions. It was, of course, blue in the first year, and then yellow in the second year. If you play the game, you know that the third color that they use a lot is actually pink. I'm not sure marketing-wise it would be a great decision, but to me, this is the most logical. Rumor has it was going to be green, but for here, we're going to have them be pink. So starting things off, we've got Aang from the Avatar The Last Airbender series, a property that LEGO is definitely not unfamiliar with. His toy tag is reminiscent of the colors that his figure actually has. You'll notice that is the same with a lot of the characters. I look to all the other toy tag designs as inspiration and reference when creating these. And on the front of his toy tag, of course, we have the arrow, which is on his forehead, as well as the airbender symbol on the front. Next, we've got Bugs Bunny from Looney Tunes. Of course, there's tons of Looney Tunes characters to be included here. I've only done one so far because, again, we'll get to it, but I've got plans. So Bugs Bunny's here. Probably just going to be a fun pack. I can't really see them doing anything else. But his toy tag design is actually the Looney Tunes outro circle thing. I don't know what to call it. But anyways, it's got the Looney Tunes logo on the front there. Next, we have Eep from the Croods, and her toy tag has a bit of the ripped outfit coming through in the tan on the toy tag, as well as the Croods logo printed on the front in bright white. She comes with a new hairpiece there. But moving things along, we've got the Universal Monsters characters. I think that they would be fun packs and not team packs, because it would be hard to choose who to put in a team pack together. So here we've got Frankenstein, of course, from his appearance from the first movie that he was in, and he uses the same headpiece from the latest Frankenstein monster figures. And on the bottom, we have his printed colors, of course, on the toy tag with the 2 staples or bolts or whatever iteration this is on the front with the scar, and we have Frankenstein printed across the front. And the Mummy's toy tag was probably the most fun that I actually had designing. I took the wraps that I created for his actual figure, and I wanted to translate them onto the toy tag. So that was a lot of fun. It's very different on every single section, and of course the Mummy logo is brought in and recreated in LEGO's color palette. Next, we've got Mega Man, a character that I only know from Smash, so again, don't really know too much about him, but here he is, has a brand new helmet piece. Just Too Good and I came up with the idea to have him use the cyborg arm piece, so there it is there, attached to the arm, with a red stud attached to it to shoot off. And his logo and his toy tag is meant to represent his helmet there. Not sure that comes across, but anyways, on the front, we've got the Mega Man logo plastered on the front. Raphael was a character that I probably should have included in the last video because it would have come out in year 2, but it got scrapped. Anyways, that's why he's got the yellow toy tag, which you'll see with a couple of the other characters here in the series. Strictly because of the time that when they were actually going to be released. So this is, of course, same Raphael figure that we've gotten in before, but I included a new face print for him, different than any of the ones that we got in sets, as well as his toy tag has the matching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. And, of course, it's red to match his wrap around his head. This next one is definitely very strange. This is Scott Tracy from the Thunderbird series. I have literally no idea what this is until Just Too Good told me to look it up and make the figure. But here he is here using the Superman wavy hairpiece. Yeah, really weird. I stylized the ship, I think. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but the ship, it's in the shape of a hand, so I stylized it to make it look like Lego. And then his toy tag is meant to be it's in his colors, as well as the front has like the strap on his chest and it carries over to the back toy tag, and on the front we've just got the ship logo. So I didn't want to have words on every single toy tag, so I thought that that would be a good way to change things up. The last character for the fun packs that I think would be included is Tintin, and this would be obviously from the Adventures in Tintin. I think there's a sequel in the works, I'm not sure, but this isn't directly based off the movie, this is based off of the cartoon that I drew this from. It was actually fun to make because I did watch the movie, I don't remember any of it, but here he is here, he's using the Series 18 Party Boys hair there. And on his toy tag, it's just the Tintin printed with a bit of more black trim on the yellow part of the toy tag. Before we move on to the team packs, I want to look at some characters that were actually rumored to be coming back from other properties. So Doctor Who and Scooby-Doo were both themes and IPs that LEGO actually wanted to return to in year 3. So to start things off, we've got Missy from Doctor Who. This is just based off her appearance from the game. She would use the dress piece and the waitress's hair in black. And her toy tag is in all purple because of her outfit, and it has a black trim there. And on the front was a device that she used in actually one of the first episodes I ever watched. And this was actually bought up by a friend of mine on Instagram, Mr. Negative. If you see him sometimes on my live stream chats, he helped me when picking something to represent on her toy tag, and it's just known as Missy's Sonic device. Also, we've got Fred, and he actually has a similar toy tag to Shaggy, but I've switched things around. Also, he's got a brand new face print, different than the one that came in the Mystery Machine set. Moving on to the team packs, the one that really hurt the most when I found out what properties were planned was the Flash and Arrow team pack. This was really rough to hear because we haven't gotten anything on the Arrowverse shows, so it would have been nice to get them in figure form. I'm not gonna lie, this one made me really sad when I was having to draw them. Anyways, this is different, of course, from the Arrowverse series that I made. This is based off of their season outfits when Dimensions Year 3 was going to be planned. Yes, so we've got the Flash outfit from Season 2, and we've got the Green Arrow outfit from Season 4. But anyways, their toy tags is just some of their suits parts carried over onto the toy tag, like the Flash's torso there. It also has some lightning bolts there on the sides, and of course the main logo on the front. And Arrow has the same sort of thing. We've never got printing on hoods before, but in the actual outfit itself, he has those black strips there on the side. Toy tag parts are actually on his hood, and his main logo is the main Arrow logo with the stripe in silver that we see in a lot of the Arrow season logos. The next team pack we're going to be looking at is Godzilla versus King Kong one, and this was a little strange to me. Again, it makes sense why they're planning it because, you know, we've got that movie coming out anyways. The Godzilla figure has a new headpiece, which was really difficult to make. He's reusing the lizard guy's tail neck attachment, and his toy tag isn't anything really too special. He's just got the Godzilla name logo from the actual posters of Godzilla vs. King Kong, and his toy tag colors just match his figure. And King Kong reuses the gorilla head with some different printing on it, and this I actually based a bit off of his appearance from the Lego Batman movie when it came to the torso and everything else. Funny enough, that's actually the first appearance of mid-leg, but anyways, his toy tag is again matching his colors, and we've got the King Kong words from those posters as well. Moving on, Tom and Jerry were planned to be included, and same thing that I did with Godzilla, I separated their names from their logo, and I put them on their respective toy tags. They both come with brand new head molds to match their characters, and their toy tag colors again match their figures. Moving on to the Smurfs, which I think could be a team pack. We have Papa Smurf and Smurfette, both of them using the Smurfs logo. Papa Smurf reuses the gnome hat piece, and Smurfette actually uses the skirt piece from the Lego Disney series, as well as a new headpiece, which is reminiscent of the gnome hat with a brand new hair attached to it, so they'll be dual molded. Moving on to the level packs, this first one would probably be one that was included in year 1 2 strictly because of the fact that it would be closer to the release of the movie. So we've got Red from Angry Birds. This actually has a brand new face print, different than any of the ones that came in the sets. His toy tag is red and mustard yellow, and on the front one we've actually got a bit of orange to show his feathers, which you see on the torso just thought that it was too simplistic, so I wanted to include that. And of course, we've got the Angry Birds logo on the front. Next, we have Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. I could definitely see this one DreamWorks property getting a level pack simply because we've got a third one coming out this year. He uses Leloid's hair piece in brown. He was definitely one of the most complex prints that I had to do for the figure. Unfortunately, the peg leg has never come for a left leg, so I had to print his metal prosthetic leg onto a regular Lego figure legs. Same sort of thing that we did with the AIM figure from our Fortnite Series 4. His toy tag was also fun to design. We have Toothless printed on the middle with the little fin that Hiccup makes for him, as well as I've got two straps there. Again, I felt that some of them were too simplistic, so I wanted to add some designs that carried over from the figure. So we've got the straps there, and then we have the left and right toy tag sections matching the sides of his prosthetic leg and his black boot. Captain Underpants also was planned, and it would probably have released with the movie, so we've got him here. He comes with a new cape piece. Pretty strange. It's like a tattered cape. And yeah, his underwear was really strange. This is definitely one of the weirdest ones I've ever created. Yeah, it was fun to make. Anyways, his toy tag has his Captain Underpants logo on the front, and his main front one is his underpants. You can see some lining there. Moving along to Steven Universe, one that I'm sure would hurt a lot of fans to hear. He uses a brand new hairpiece. This is the same one that we actually have from our CMF series. And his toy tag also isn't anything too special. It matches his colors from his shirt and his pants, as well as having the Steven Universe star there on the front. And of course, we have the Green Ogre himself, Shrek, and this one hurt probably second next to the Arrowverse. Really sad to hear that this didn't become a thing. Anyways, he has a brand new head and torso attachment that would just slip onto a regular torso. I really wish that we got Shrek. I had so much fun designing this figure. This is actually something that I pitched to Just Too Good a long time ago, so it was fun to actually sit down and recreate this figure again and make him updated to some of my newer standards of printing. But anyways, his toy tag is supposed to be some grass from his swamp, and there's some mud in front there. And of course, the main part of it is the Shrek S. Moving on to Wonder Woman, who was supposed to be based off of the movie, so she would probably have a level from the movie, which is why her toy tag is in yellow. But I also think that if that did get canned, and year 3 did actually happen, that we would actually have her from Justice League, which carries perfectly into the story pack section of this video. So if Wonder Woman wasn't included for her own movie, she would of course be connected to Justice League, be it in a fun pack or included here with Batman in a story pack. And this is the same Batman that we got in the other sets, but I gave him a new face print different than the ones that came in the sets. And Wonder Woman's toy tag is just the Wonder Woman W on the front with the red on the sides and some gold trim that matches her boots. And the Batman logo isn't anything too different. I actually like to think that they would include a Batman in every single year. It would just be a nice little touch to have a Batman figure released every single year for Dimensions. So here he is, of course, based off his Justice League outfit. And his toy tag isn't anything too special. It's just the Batman logo on the front. And we've got some of the patterns carried over through in the background there as well from his torso and legs. Next, Pirates of the Caribbean was actually rumored to be included in LEGO Dimensions. So given the fact that Dead Men Tell No Tales came out the year that Dimensions was unfortunately cancelled, it was probably going to be for year 2, so which is why his toy tag is yellow. Anyways, this figure was a lot of fun to design. I remade the one where he has his hat and his brown cloak. With underneath, you can actually see the newly updated figure from the Silent Mary with the designs on the blue part of his outfit. Also, if you look at his hat, we would have some nice new printing because we saw that his wrap actually had printing, so I thought that because that's being covered up, maybe they would have a nice little reddish brown trim on there, as well as the X's on his hat. And his expression was a lot of fun to make. It was actually him screaming, which we never got, which I just thought would be a lot of fun to include here. And of course, his toy tag is supposed to be like his black sails from the Black Pearl. And on the front we have the Pirates of the Caribbean logo, but Legoized, and of course it's matching the Dead Men Tell No Tales skull and crossbow. And of course, I didn't want to include Henry Turner because that would be too easy because I just have to remake the figure from the Silent Mary set. So I included Barbossa, who would actually have a new hat and hairpiece combo, different than the one that actually came in the set. But anyways, one of my favorite characters from the series, and I wanted to include him here to go alongside with his ex-first mate, Captain Jack Sparrow. And his toy tag is actually the Queen Anne's Revenge logo, Legoized and printed on the front with his respective colors on the sides. I want to also look at Minecraft, which was rumored to be their last story pack in development for LEGO Dimensions Year 2, and of course it would include Steve and Alex as the main story pack characters. Really sad about this one. I thought that it would just be something really interesting to see included in LEGO form. Anyways, these figures are just the same that we've gotten in all the sets and such, but their toy tags were fun to make. I just carried over their torso necklines and brought them into their toy tags, and I actually went online and got the Minecraft text and typed out their names in the Minecraft font and put that on the front so you can identify them by not only their toy tag colors but also their name. Next we have Gru and a minion for a story pack, and this one, I thought this one definitely would have sold really well. Again, this would have been for Year 2 given the fact that Despicable Me 3 was released then. So Gru actually uses the LEGO Ninjago movie scarf. Not sure how this would line up with the timeline, but anyways, I'm getting too nitpicky, but I thought that it worked out really well here with some printing of black stripes on a gray scarf. And of course his toy tag is just the Gru symbol in black and gray to match his scarf color. And of course to the right we've got Stuart, I think was the one that I based it off of, 99% sure. And anyways, he just has a new head attachment that would slip over a torso piece with some mini legs, and his toy tag is the Gru symbol again, matching the one that comes on his pants. Lastly, we've got Lloyd from a story pack, and this of course was going to be connected to the LEGO Ninjago movie. I thought that the two characters to include for the story pack should be, of course, Lloyd and Garmadon, given the fact that Garmadon's never actually appeared in LEGO Dimensions as a figure, so I thought it would be interesting to include him here. You can't really see, but I gave Lloyd a new facial expression. Also, his toy tag has his ninja symbol on the front, and we have a bit of a gold trim on the black sections of the tiles, and Garmadon was my favorite character from the movie, so I wanted to include something special for his toy tag and not just have it black, so I actually made the fish and the crab pieces, and I printed them on the background in gunmetal gray to match his helmet, which is printed on the front also in gunmetal gray. And he also comes with a new face print, just a fun little smile there, different than anything that we got in the sets. But anyways everyone, that is gonna do it for this video. I'm sorry that it went on for such a long time. There was a lot of figures and a lot of ground to cover here. Before I wrap things up officially, I just want to say that please check out Just Too Good's video. He talks about this much more in depth in terms of the technicalities of like what got cancelled and why, and what properties were actually planned for which year. I'm probably saying a lot of the information and passing it on wrong, but if you want to check that out, it's linked at the end of this video, as well as my first video, which talked about the Year 2 properties that got cancelled or swapped out. So check those out. They're linked at the end of the video. But let me know down below what you guys think of this. For me, LEGO Dimensions, it was so unique because it brought together such a variety of characters and themes that I just never thought would be possible. On screen now, you've got a bit of a tease. Let me know down below if you want to see me actually make these. You can probably make out what some of them are right now, but I would just love to maybe do some set ideas and videos for potentially Year 4, or maybe a collectible minifigure series to coincide with Year 3, looking at some of the other properties that came in Year 1 and 2 for figures that we missed. Anyways, all these ideas are just rambling around in my head, so let me know down below, is that something that interests you guys? Because it kind of gets me excited, and I do want to do something with these figures in the future. But I hope that you all enjoyed the video, and I hope that you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next one.